Seattle Refined, the man behind the lens.
Everything from Aerosmith to Van Halen.
A local rock photographer gives Refined the scoop on decades of memories with music legends.
I've seen so much. You know, I witnessed so much stuff.
Plus,
PJMB grilled cheese is your childhood grilled cheese on steroids.
Refined finds a Seattle spot serving up a grilled cheese Sammy with a serious twist. And
Cafe Juanita is the only new Four Diamond restaurant this year.
diamonds are a diner's best friend, especially when it comes to a longtime restaurant in Kirkland. Seattle Refined starts now. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Seattle Refined. I'm Gard Swanson. You know, my kids think I have a pretty awesome job, but when it comes to cool dads, there's one local man who gives most parents a run for the money. He makes a living taking pictures of some of the biggest celebs of all time, and his daughters can tag along too.
No, the other.
It's clear daughters Darnell and Corey dote on their dad at his Aberdeen home. They know this interview is a big deal for him. You see, Daryl Westmoreland isn't used to being in front of the lens. For most of his life, he's been behind it.
It was like having a famous dad. I don't think we really realized the magnitude of it until a little bit later.
For nearly 50 years, Daryl has photographed some of the biggest names in the entertainment industry.
Everything from Aerosmith to Van Halen. So this one here is of Elton, and this is the Yellow Brick Road. This is a picture of Huey Lewis, Soundgarden. This was at the Paramount.
It's a career most people only dream of. One that started in high school, shooting for a local newspaper.
It was the Satsat Rock Festival. This was in 1971. There was Steve Miller. That was my introduction into actually the music scene. Within a year and a half, I was shooting for probably 50 record companies. When you look at the images that I had with these artists, because I was part of the entourage, literally. Tom Petty, when the first time I met him was like in June of 1978. Shot a bunch of the meet and greet stuff. And then we left, and as we were going down to get in the limo, which was on Fifth Ave, and he said, I think I'll walk. And I said, well, I think I'll walk with you.
The perks of the job also included capturing concerts at major venues, like the Tacoma Dome. And his daughters got to tag along too.
They were just kind of part of my entourage.
You were doing selfies before everybody else.
Yeah, before selfies were even.
The first selfie. My first real moment was when I was 5. I went to the Go-Go's. I remember begging. I was like, can I please go to a show? This is 1993 Summer Jam, and I was like, I want my picture with Tupac. This was Rick Springfield. It was my first concert, and I was 4. Rick Springfield, people. Look at that hunk.
Insane. Yeah, well, I was a teenager here, so I was really too cool for school.
But one of those guys hit on you and gave you flowers.
But then the next time I worked with them, they were in the Tacoma Dome, and he goes, well, where's your daughter?
No.
I go, she's home because I knew you guys were going to be here, and I'm not bringing her to you.
You could have dated Joey Fatone. That's legit.
Don't tell my husband.
That's legit. Oh, Dolly Parton. Dad loves Dolly Parton.
Yeah, actually, she's one of my favorites.
Hey, right here.
Daryl has seen a lot over the years, and believe it or not, it hasn't always been picture perfect.
Oh yeah, there's lots of jerks. There was Kid Rock. I think I've worked with him like 8 times, 9 times. He was not really quite the enjoyable person to work with. Okay, here we go, everybody right here. Seriously, probably only photographed a third of what I witnessed. David Lee Roth, ooh, there's a character. That guy has so much ego that every time they even go on tour, they end up ending it within, 6 or 7 shows in, because he's gone over the edge again.
Look at this, Dennis Quaid.
Yeah.
Bon Jovi selfie. Nice. Cyndi Lauper, yep.
After all of these years, Daryl is now the one in focus. He's put all of his rock photos and memories into a book called Snap, Click, Flash. It's an intimate look back into his surreal world.
I'm beyond proud of my dad.
It's a sampling of my work, and it only touches a little bit of my work. I was going through some stuff the other day, and I come across stuff that I don't even know. Oh yeah.
They say a picture is worth 1,000 words, and if that's the case, this book is priceless, and no one appreciates the story it tells as much as Daryl himself.
It kind of blows me away that I'm actually still doing it even, because it's like over 45 years, 48 years almost now. Best gig ever. There's no amount of money, I don't, you can buy what I've witnessed.
To check out more of Daryl's photos and to learn how to get his book, Snap, Click, Flash, All Access Pass, head to SeattleRefined.com. Now, there's one star that Daryl wished he could have photographed, and that was Prince. The icon made such an impact on the music landscape, there's going to be a new exhibit at Mopop dedicated just to him. The display will feature photographs of Prince from photographers who shot the artist early in his career. It also will feature nearly 50 artifacts, artwork, a Prince guitar, and outfits from the Purple Rain tour and film. The exhibit opens April 6th. When it comes to comfort food, there are two staples that I can always count on, and that's a grilled cheese sandwich and, of course, a good old-fashioned PB&J. So when Refine's Brandon Bernstead heard about a Seattle spot that serves up a PJ&B grilled cheese, he had to check it out.
It sits on a bustling stretch of Ballard Avenue. The Gerald, a bright, airy cocktail bar that attracts a crowd.
I like it because it's just a really great, quiet, casual place you can come.
The cocktails, there's something for everybody. They're creative, and the staff is one of the best in Ballard.
We pride ourselves in making craft cocktails. We have a wonderful selection of over 500 spirits, over 50 bitters that we like to work with.
At the Gerald, the cocktail program stands on its own, with house favorites like the Ballard Old Fashioned and the Tea Time. But when owner Wes Yu took over, he wanted to make sure the food was as good as the drinks.
We wanted to have fun first and foremost, and wanted to be something that's approachable for people. And we look for ways to make that more sophisticated while staying in that area.
There's nothing more approachable than grilled cheese. It's a comfort food classic, but sophisticated isn't usually a word that comes to mind, unless you're talking about the Gerald's PJ&B. Now, just to be clear, you won't find peanut butter anywhere near this sandwich.
PJ&B grilled cheese is your childhood grilled cheese on steroids. PJ&B stands for pancetta jam and brie. So we make a pancetta jam in-house, and it's just crispy, gooey wonderfulness.
I have to see how this sandwich is made, so why don't you take me through kind of the process?
Sure, so we start with 2 pieces of bread. These bread come from Grand Central Bakery. We're gonna put in some pancetta jam and caramelized onions. Then we're gonna go Swiss cheese and brie cheese. Then we throw in some fresh tomatoes so that we can kind of cut through all of that, richness and lift it up a little bit. And also some fresh arugula, which provides some pepperiness to cut through all those flavors. All right, then we top it all off with some balsamic reductions.
It's like I'm going to art class here.
So grilled cheese is an art.
The final step, our sandwiches hit the flat top.
Lay it on there. Yep, and we're just gonna let it hang out for a little bit.
This is my PJ&B grilled cheese. It smells amazing and it looks fantastic. You gotta try this with me, don't you?
Yes, absolutely.
Let's get in here.
Let's get in there.
Cheers.
Cheers.
This is insane. This is my childhood favorite grown up. It's a really well-balanced bite.
Thank you. Glad you liked it.
Oh,
This
this is a signature right here.
PJ&B right here.
Right here. Down the hatch at the Gerald, baby. You cannot go wrong.
For Seattle Refined, I'm Brandon Bernstead.
If you have a restaurant or a dish you want us to check out, email us at hello@SeattleRefined.com. Seattle Refined is just getting started. Oh my God. Yeah. You ladies are killing me right now. This is fantastic. Oh man. We're sinking our teeth into a fresh twist on an ooey gooey treat that claims to have half the calories. Plus,
we take a lot of pride in the experience that we try to deliver and host for our guests nightly.
a Kirkland cafe that's been a local hotspot for 2 decades gets a serious stamp of approval. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Refine. I'm Guard Swanson. You know, you probably know AAA for its amazing roadside assistance, but they also give a coveted stamp of approval each year to top restaurants and hotels. And this year, our sponsor, AAA Washington, gave their prestigious 4-Diamond Award to a Kirkland eatery. We stopped by to see what makes Cafe Juanita so special. Cafe Juanita is located in Kirkland, but it's inspired by northern Italy.
You know, I remember my first trip to Italy before I was a cook, before I was a chef, and I felt like the world kind of opened up. That hospitality and camaraderie that you can find.
Chef and owner Holly Smith had those warm memories in mind when she opened Cafe Juanita 19 years ago.
We focus on organic and sustainable produce and just ingredients in general from the Pacific Northwest and Italy.
Distinctive dishes like their squid ink taglioni with Alaska spot prawns have kept customers coming back for more. Everything they serve is unique, including the desserts.
Bittersweet chocolate torte with Douglas fir tip gelato, fried root chips, there's beet, potato, and parsnip, and then a shoyu caramel. So we finished it with a little organic soy sauce. It's delicious.
For Chef Holly, it's not enough to create incredible food.
Service is so important to me and to everyone that works here. I think service and food go hand in hand.
It's also about the decor. Recently, Cafe Juanita underwent a major remodel. We got a VIP tour.
You know, the Cafe Juanita is in a house, and this is our main dining room. The fireplace is a real anchor to the room.
Even the tables are special. You can see a large fallen tree in this photo. It was repurposed.
The anchor for this chef's table space is the table itself. It's made from a maple tree that's been on the property. It's live-edged, book-matched table.
The streamlined space has a few surprises.
This is our mascot, a smaller picture, always hung in the kitchen before our remodel. And so we decided she needed to watch over the whole restaurant, so we blew her up. I just love her. It was taken from a photographer in Piedmont in northern Italy.
Our final stop, the private dining room.
We grabbed some space that was adjacent and created a private dining room that I think feels really rich.
It was all of these things, the food, service, and decor, that earned Cafe Juanita a very prestigious award from AAA Washington.
Cafe Juanita is the only new Four Diamond restaurant this year.
Jennifer Cook from AAA says this rating means a lot to people.
Getting a diamond rating really means something to not just our members, but everybody out there who's traveling. So whether it's a lodging or a restaurant, people look to see, okay, is it a 2, 3, 4, 5 diamond place? And really looking for quality, consistency, and a trusted name and a trusted inspection process.
AAA Washington's anonymous inspector took a close look at the restaurant.
Our inspector came out and he was very wowed by the ambiance, the beautiful new surroundings. It was just a wonderful meal, great service, and you know, the meal and the service together really is what makes it shine.
For Chef Holly Smith, this award is an honor.
We take a lot of pride in the experience that we try to deliver and host for our guests nightly. And so, yeah, the AAA is recognizing efforts on food, service, and also, are you in a comfy, attractive environment? And so it's lovely to have all three things kind of ticked off in a box.
To learn more about Cafe Juanita and to see other restaurants honored by AAA Washington, head to our website. But first, it's time to buy your tickets to the So Northwest Women's Show on March 9th and 10th. This year, it's bigger and better with more freebies, fashion, and firefighters. You'll get to mingle with big names like Mario Lopez and, of course, our Como talent. There will also be chances to win major prizes like trips to LA to see Shawn Mendes in concert. And did we mention there's free parking this year? What are you waiting for? Buy tickets at nwwomenshow.com. Welcome back to Refined. I'm Gart Swanson. Well, the countdown is on to the So Northwest Women's Show on March 9th and 10th. There are tons of freebies, dancing firefighters, and even free parking. But this year, something new. Producers from the ABC hit show Shark Tank are holding an open casting call there. Many successful businesses got their start from the show, including a sweet shop in Seattle. We're talking about Cinnaholics. One look around Cinnaholics and your senses go crazy. One whiff of these old school cinnamon rolls and you're ready to chow. Misa and Triva are longtime business partners. buying into the franchise and its healthier mission behind the rolls. Each one of these piping hot beauties are 100% vegan. No dairy, no eggs, and cholesterol free.
It's completely animal free, so it's all plant-based, so there's absolutely no animal products or animal testing.
At Cinnaholic, it's all about custom gourmet cinnamon rolls.
Cinnaholics first gained national fame after an appearance on the hit entrepreneur show Shark Tank.
They started in Berkeley, California, and sent in their thing. They got on right away. The actual sharks gave them a deal, and they wanted them to go all e-commerce, so online. And it didn't work out with packaging and shipping and things like that. So they decided then to franchise.
These ladies decided to roll the dice and take a bite out of the cinnamon roll business. But just how fattening are they?
Calories are half the calories of our competitor when you're doing the old school roll. Of course, if you're adding toppings and a lot of toppings, it'll add up. But yes, it's half the calories. Absolutely no cholesterol.
Yeah, but you have Okay, Guard, this is where it all starts.
Right,
fresh out of the oven.
Oh, man.
I know.
That is smelling good.
Right?
Oh, my gosh.
So what we do is we just kind of check them just to make sure that the centers are also totally cooked. So you're going to pick which frosting flavors you want to put on.
Okay, here's the deal.
Okay.
I'm about as simple as they come, but the cream cheese
is amazing.
I
the
know.
cream cheese is one of the most popular ones. Do you want me to do it for you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So, Guard, what kind of toppings do you want on your cinnamon roll?
Oh, my gosh, this is a tough decision. What do you have?
We have almonds, apples, bananas, blueberries, brownie bites, caramel sauce, chocolate chips, chocolate chip cookie bites, chocolate sauce, coconut, cookie dough, graham crackers.
Okay. I get it. You got a lot of stuff
Yeah,
here.
we have a lot of options.
All right, like I said, I'm a simple guy. I want maple and I want almonds.
Okay, let's do it.
Moments later, we were adding crunchy almonds and then drizzling on the maple syrup. A 100% vegan cream cheese cinnamon roll with almonds and natural maple flavor. Wow.
Okay, all ready to go? You ready to try it?
So this is it right here.
This is it.
Oh, man. All right. Oh, look
Just
at this.
go for it.
Oh, my gosh. Here we go. Look at that. Oh, my God. Yeah. You ladies are killing me right now. This is fantastic. Oh, man.
You made it yourself. You made it yourself. Call it the Guard.
It's good.
Yes.
Customers love these rolls, too.
Oh, totally. Yes. Sometimes we come out and kind of watch and ask them, how was it? And they turn around, they're like, their mouth is full. Oh, my God. Yeah. They got frosting everywhere. I mean, it's awesome. Yeah.
If you want to be like Cinnaholics and audition for Shark Tank, head to the So Northwest Women's Show on March 9th and 10th. For more information, head to nwwomenshow.com. Here at Seattle Refined, we never get tired of hearing from you. Like us on Facebook, tweet us your story ideas, or shoot us an email telling us what you want to see on the show. You can find our inbox at hello@seattlerefined.com. Seattle Refined will be right back.
How's your car?
Here's another reason to go to the So Northwest Women's Show. Bloodworks Northwest has teamed up with Jean Juarez Salons and Spas to offer a blood donation experience like none other. Once you donate, Jean Juarez Salons and Spas will pamper you with your choice of an express manicure or a blowout. Be one of the first 25 people to give blood on either Saturday or Sunday, and you'll receive a $50 Jean Juarez gift certificate. Be sure to save your spot by making an appointment at bloodworksnw.org. Meanwhile, here's what's hot on SeattleRefined.com right now. We recently checked out a new intimate restaurant called Archipelago. It's a one-of-a-kind Filipino and Pacific Northwest fusion spot that can accommodate only 8 people at the chef's counter for dinner. Archipelago offers 10 to 12-course meals. To learn more about reservations, head to our website. And we finally checked out something called the Seattle Blind Cafe. The owner says you can dine in 100% darkness without the distractions of cell phones and other social etiquette. Tickets run about $125. To see if it's worth the money, head to SeattleRefined.com. All right, that's going to do it for today's show. I'm Gard Swanson. Thanks for joining us here on Seattle Refined. We'll see you next time.